how much money do you actually need to really start day trading? Okay. And I'm not just talking about dabbling, here, taking a trade there. I'm talking about how much money do you actually need to be able to day trade on a day in and day out basis. Now, first off, before I get into the actual dollar amount, if you're down to your last $500 or $1,000 and you're financially strapped or financially in a hard place where this money is going to be, how you're going to pay your rent or how you're going to eat this week, I would definitely say do not start day trading right now, because this is not, a way where you can get rich tomorrow, or make $1 million this year, or make a 6-figure month this month. Definitely go out, get a side hustle, get a second job, a part-time job, whatever you need to do. Start selling things around the house, maybe offer some services. Maybe you have a skill set that you can teach other people. Stack up a little bit more money so you're a little bit more calm, because in trading, especially if you want to do this full time, this is how we eat. For example, I've been trading for over 8 years now, and I've been doing this full time, like where I'm living off this income for just about 6 years now. And I will tell you, in the very beginning, when I was still growing and building my account, it was very, very difficult. It was very, very stressful. There was a lot of weeks and months where I realistically didn't know how I was going to put food on my table. And luckily, just pushing through everything, having a nest egg, having a little bit of a savings to kind of back me up in that beginning process really, really helped. So to get into like the nitty gritty of what you're actually going to need to start day trading, if you want to day trade stocks or options, you're going to need $25,000. I think everyone already kind of knows that. You're going to fall under the PDT rule if you're under $25,000, but there is workarounds. For example, if you would like to trade options, you can get a cash account, meaning switch your account from margin to a cash account, and this is going to allow your funds to settle overnight. So for example, if it's Monday and let's say you buy one Tesla options contract and you sell it on Monday, those funds are going to settle by Tuesday, making that available cash able to day trade tomorrow. Versus if you were to buy Tesla stock, for example, and you buy it on Monday and you sell out on Monday, those funds are not going to be available to trade until Thursday. So that's the little bit of a workaround that you can get. Now, depending on your broker, depending on, how you can go about setting up a cash account, whether you're going to set it up from the start, or let's say you're already on a margin account and you want to convert it to a cash account. For most brokerages, all you're either going to need to do is either send them an email to customer service, maybe get on the phone, or get on their live chat through the website help center. So I tell my traders that come in through TD Ameritrade, all you have to do is get on live chat, give them your account number, tell them you want to convert your account to a cash account. Normally it takes 24 to 48 hours before they do so, and then you'll be able to trade on a day in and day out basis. Now, mind you, if you have $1,000 in your account and you buy an options contract for $500 today and you sell it today, that $500 is not going to be available until tomorrow. You'll still have a remaining $500 left to trade on Monday. However, the full $1,000 will not be able to be traded until Tuesday. So that's one safe way to do it. Also, there's other assets that you can trade on a day in and day out basis. For example, crypto, CFDs, some futures, right? Those are things that are not going to fall under PDT. However, some of those are going to require a little bit more amount of cash to be able to get in and get those traded on a day in and day out basis. Now, what I would say is for someone who's looking to just start off, maybe you're just going to completely start off, instead of say loading $1,000 into, a personal account and trading options and trying to go about it that way, it's very, very risky. What I would do would go over to the future side of things, sign up for a prop firm. For example, you can get some of these prop firm evaluation challenges for like $30, maybe $50, maybe $100, right? And with that, you're going to get the same feel, the same emotions of trading real capital with an incentive when you do prove that you can trade real capital. So what's that mean? Maybe in the beginning, while you have, let's say, for example, you sign up for a $50,000 prop firm futures account, you have to make, let's say, $3,000 in total profit follow some rules, make sure that you're not hitting a daily max loss or a weekly max loss or whatever that particular company's rule set is. This is going to actually build a nice foundation and a nice structure for you. So when you do convert over to a funded account or into a personal account later on down the line, you're going to have these rules already built into your kind of trading mechanism, in your trading kind of blueprint, in your trading, outline, right? So for you personally, it's going to build up a set of rules, and it's going to build up a set of kind of responsibility that you're going to need to abide by to be able to trade on a day in and day out basis. Now, once you get into the funded side of things, a lot of times people think, well, you know what? I went to go sign up for this prop firm. I did get funded. It's $50,000. That's the end all be all. In all reality, the more capital you have, okay, the more money that you can trade, the better. It's a lot harder to make 10, 15, or even 20% on a $50,000 account than it is to make maybe 1 or 2% on, let's say, 500,000 or 300,000 or $1 million. So the point that I'm trying to get at is, don't just go into this thinking that if you can land one funded account through one of these various prop firm companies, that's it, it's over. I would constantly be taking evaluations, challenges, combines, whatever the particular company wants to call it. And I would definitely be trying to add more assets under management. And that way, instead of, especially when you're starting out, you don't have to go out there and potentially risk $1,000. If you load up $1,000 in a personal account and you start to trade options, it could be trading the wrong asset, right? For example, if you have $1,000 and you're trading something like Nvidia or Tesla, those options contracts can cost $300, $400, $500, $600 at times. And if you go into a string of losses based on being on the wrong side of the probability, and that's just the way that it is, because you will lose, everyone does, realistically, it can be 2 or 3 trades before you completely lose that $1,000, and then you're going to feel very, very bad, like you're not a good trader, like that maybe this isn't for you, and you're going to get into this hamster wheel of constantly loading money in, losing it, loading money in, losing it, because the confidence level's not there. You're bouncing around from strategy to strategy. Versus if you go and get funded through a prop firm, maybe you have $50 or $100 invested. And even if, right, the goal is not to lose your account, but even if you do lose your account through one of these various prop firms, you're only losing $50. So look at it as taking a trade, okay, and losing $50 or $100. If you have $1,000, you can probably afford to lose 10 or 15 trades before you completely blow up your $1,000 account. Versus if you just load in $1,000 right off the jump with no prior experience, no strategy, no mentor, no coach, no community of people, no real expertise in the game other than just telling yourself that you want to make $1 million trading, you're probably going to lose that $1,000 very, very, very quickly. Okay. So again, it's all up to you on how you go about it. I'm not saying that going the prop firm route is best for everyone, just like I'm not going to say loading up $1,000 or $2,000 or $500 or $10,000 into, a personal brokerage and trading stocks or options is the best idea or, decision for you. Everyone has to make their own true decision. But what I want to kind of explain is, how much money do you actually need to day trade? You can get into day trading for $100. You can get into day trading for $50, $500, $1,000. It's all up to you. What you need to understand is, how much risk do you have to actually take trades? If you load up $200 into a cash account and you want to trade options, and let's say, for example, you're trading the S&P 500 options 0 days till expiration, and those contracts cost $100 or $125, and you just lose 2 trades, you already have blown up your account. You see what I'm saying? So again, there's not a lot of margin for error when you have a smaller dollar amount. Now, if you have a prop firm, and let's say that prop firm evaluation or challenge costs you $100, but maybe you have $25,000 or $3,000 worth of drawdown. Now it's going to give you a little bit more cushion to take more trades. It's going to give you a little bit more relaxation to where you don't need to feel stressed or pressed to make money. And also, let me point out this. If you want to day trade and you want to do this and you do want to make money, do not come into this with the mindset of in 1 week, in 1 month, you're going to make $10,000. You could, right? You could with the right foundation, the right mindset, and the right strategies. But what I'm trying to tell you is this is a long game. By the time you see everyone on social media or YouTube or people that you hear about posting up extravagant gains, they've already been in this business for years and years and years. And although you can make money extremely quickly in the beginning process, in the beginning phases of you actually starting out learning how to day trade, you don't make money that fast. Sometimes you do get lucky in the beginning, you do go on a string of wins, but then once you start to lose, you've never really experienced that, so you don't know how to handle the drawdown and get yourself out of the drawdown and remain calm and patient. And next thing you know, you let 2 or 3 good months all get washed away within a week or 2 weeks time. So again, the choice is yours on which way you go about it. If you are going to load money into a personal personal options account or a personal brokerage where you're going to trade stocks or you're going to trade options, definitely have a good foundation. And I would recommend this. If you want to try trading and maybe you don't want to trade each and every single day, maybe you're okay with, taking 3 trades a week and being under PDT, what I'm going to tell you is this. In the beginning, focus on the process and not the dollar amount. So focus on your strategy, focus on cutting your losses when you should, focus on taking profits when you should take your profits. So even if you're going to trade stocks and you're going to make 3 trades a week, I would start off, and this is all honesty, until you build up that comfortability level, trade 1 or 2 shares. Okay, go out there and buy 1 share of Apple. You see your setup, the setup is there, it's clean. Execute, buy 1 share. When you see it go up and it hits your profit or your price target, go ahead and sell out. Maybe it's only 50 cents, maybe it's only $1. But what this is doing is starting to condition you in a way that you're getting into these plays when you should. And if the trade goes against you, you're using your risk management correctly, you're stopping out and you're cutting the trade when you're supposed to with very small risk. What are the odds, okay, that Tesla goes down $100 in a day? What are the odds that Apple loses $40 in a day? At worst, if you're trading 1 share of Apple, you're going to lose $1, $2, $3. It's a paper cut. It's minuscule. You're not going to get stressed out by this. So the point with that is that you can start to trade on a day in and day out basis while working on your process, working on your emotions, working on your trading plan. And as you start to get more comfortable, you increase more size. If you want to stay on the stocks side of things, you would increase it to maybe 2 shares, 3 shares, 5 shares, 10 shares. I tell people this all the time. There's people that come into my trading room that want to get started trading. They still haven't found an edge yet. They still haven't found, what works for them best. And let's say they have $50,000 in their account and automatically they want to go start playing, 1, 2, 3 lots of Tesla or Nvidia or something on margin. I would definitely stray away from that. If you're definitely over $25,000, I would still recommend start off trading 1 or 2 shares and then gradually increase it until you get up to maybe a 1 share lot, right? Where you're trading 100 shares at a time. So again, the choice is yours on how you go about it. If you're completely brand new and you're just starting off and you really don't have that much more money, I would say go out there, get a second job, get a side hustle, take the next 30 days and really hunker down and save all of that money. And you might have an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 that you can afford to not only A, lose, B, practice with, but potentially grow into something a lot better. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want more access to myself and the things that I offer, all of those links are down in the description box below, and I'll catch you guys all on the next video.